Hey everybody, welcome to this tutorial where we're going to be building an Instagram DM AI bot that basically just answers all of your DMs based on certain keywords. So the reason that I'm building this is that I got a lot of interest from the TikTok video that I posted showing how influencers set these up behind the scenes. So I thought I would just show you through high level about exactly how I set this up for different influencers and how you can do as well. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be building off the automation snapshot that I've built and provided to everyone. So if you want to follow along with this, then just get the snapshot. You can, if you don't have it, you can just message me inside school and then I'll give you access to using it, but it's free. So I mean, I'll just give it to you. Just make sure you message me if you don't have it already. But basically it's this whole thing here, the GPT master setup and all of that. So it'll make sense to you if you have that. You can just easily follow this along. If not, then just message me and then we'll set it up. But for this tutorial, it's going to be more so of me just building it out, and then you can watch it either at a slower speed or watch it like, once or twice just to get a better understanding of it. But I'm not going to go super slowly. I will narrate all the steps and what I go through. So just try and keep up, or if you have any questions, then you can let me know. But just starting along, we're going to go with naming it. We'll call it Instagram DM bot. And I'm going to add a trigger, which is going to be contact or customer replied. We're going to do reply channel is Instagram DM. We're going to do exact match phrase, and let's say that they message us automations. So every time a customer messages us the word automations via Instagram, then this automation is basically going to get triggered. So it's based on certain keywords, but you can make it for anything if the same premise stands. So I'm going to click save over there. Now what's going to happen here is if they message us the word automations, we're going to respond to it. So I'm going to do Instagram DM. And let's say, hey, first name, glad to hear you're interested in automations. Are you looking to build your own? Okay, cool. Let's do save action. So now we're going to add a tag. And if you've seen the AI videos that I've made and basically how the AI bot works, if any contact has this autopilot tag on it, it basically tells the AI bot that it should be engaging with it and to send a response. So AI cannot talk to any contact that doesn't have autopilot on it. So that's why I'm adding this tag here as soon as we reach out. So I'm going to click save tag. We're going to publish this. That's cool. All right, so now they message us automations, we send that automated message, and then autopilot gets added. Now I'm going to go to my GPT master. And what basically happens here is one of the triggers is customer replies. Reply channel is, I'm going to make that Instagram DM. So anytime we get an Instagram DM and the contact has the tag autopilot on it, then in that scenario, we're basically going to respond to it. So this is the AI bot's workflow. So assuming that they respond, it's going to come down to this branch. It's going to check, was this a customer reply or was this a contact changed? Contact change just basically means that the field for GPT response gets updated. And that's how we receive responses from Zapier and OpenAI, is by updating the contact. So that'll make sense as I show you how that actually works. So now, customer replied, and once they do that, it's going to send the reply of the customer to OpenAI. And it's going to do that via a Zapier webhook. So the next thing we'll do is set that up. So I'm in Zapier right now. I'm going to click create Zap. The trigger is going to be catch webhook. Catch hook, continue. Okay, I got the URL. We can't test it. But now I'm basically but now I'm basically going to just put the URL over here. Save that, save this. Let's just rename this to, let's call it Instagram DM automation. Okay, I don't know if I can test this. Yeah, so they'll probably just test it by sending an Instagram message. All right, so I'm just going on my phone right now. Basically, I'm going to send that message to my Instagram account. So I'm going to write automations and it should show up. Yep, perfect. So it just showed up here. And perfect, that worked faster than I thought. So it came from my personal Instagram. It went to my Agency Squared Instagram page. I said automations, and then it said, "Hey Hamza, glad to hear you're interested in automations. Are you looking to build your own?" Perfect. That's what we were looking for. And now what that means is our automation did trigger. So you can see number 1 over here. So that's cool. So now this automation hasn't triggered yet because I need to respond to it. So I'm going to respond saying yes. Okay, so I just responded yes, that I am looking to build my own. And now I should be enrolled into this. Perfect. Right now. And what that means is a customer reply should be sent to Zapier. So now when I do test trigger, I should be there. There you go. Hamza's right there. Perfect. Worked like we wanted. So I'm going to continue with this record. I don't know why it's so long. All right, perfect. Now the next thing we're going to do is send this response to OpenAI. No, let's do ChatGPT instead. Let's do prompt conversation. All right, user's message. So the user's message is going to be message body over here. User's name, let's do my full name. Memory key will be the contact ID. So memory ID makes sure if there's a conversation happening and there's multiple back and forth, then the memory ID basically remembers this conversation. So it's going to have that context available, which is pretty important. Okay, cool. Now the instructions are what matters. So we're going to say you are a virtual assistant managing my company's direct message inbox. Your job is to teach people about business automations and how to build them. Find out what they're looking to build, what industry, and if they sound like a good fit, tell them to join my school where they can learn how to build automations for free. Okay, very cool. Maybe I should just give it my link as well. Let's go Linktree. Here is the link to give them. Okay, keep your responses to under 200 characters at a time. Just give it basic instructions, essentially. The more complex you make this prompt, the better your AI bot's going to be at following the instructions and what you're basically looking to do. This is just an example, so I'm just building something basic, but my prompts would be like pages long, like super in-depth details, setting the parameters. Don't say this, don't say that, don't go beyond this scope. This is your objective. Speak in this tone, things like that. So you have access to my prompts. I give them all out for free anyway. So you can see exactly how I say it and then structure yours this way. But this is just an example. And something important to note is the first message that I sent to the user, which you're not able to see, is glad you're interested in automations are you looking to build your own? So the first response you receive will be a response to that question. So that's the context that you need. So it basically isn't able to see that first question that we send out as that auto response. So this is going to be useful when people say, yes, I'm looking to build automations. The AI is not like, what are you talking about? I never asked you that. We're telling it, I've already asked him this question. The response you're going to receive is based on that. Yeah, so I'm not going to go into this any further, but the assistant instructions and the prompt is the most important thing here. So I'm going to click continue. Let's do test step and let's see what it comes up with. That's great. What kind of automations are you looking to build and in what industry? Perfect. So it's acknowledged the yes response. It knows what context that's coming from. Because if I didn't tell it this is what you're responding to, it's just receiving a yes message and it's like, yes, what? What are you talking about? So that's perfect. Now I'm going to add one more step. So we basically need to get this back to high levels so we can send it as that Instagram DM response. And sorry, it's high level in Zapier is lead connector. So if I do lead connector, update contact, I don't have this account under my API settings. So I'm going to go to settings, company, where's the business? Copy the API key over here, come back to Zapier, choose, oh, I do have it. Okay, fine. Agency squared is there, that's cool. Let's go by full name. Yeah, that actually reminds me, in order to do the matching correctly, so when Zapier is sending the GPT response back to high level, it basically has to match the correct contact and be able to find it in some way. And typically for non-Instagrams, if this was SMS or email, we would just map the phone number and the email so high level can figure out who we want to send this response back for. But because it's Instagram, we can't track usernames or anything like that. So in our Instagram DM bot automation, the one that we made at the very beginning, I want you to add one more field, which is update contact field. And that's what the action type is. And for email, you're basically going to do contact ID as the custom variable. So it's over here at gmail.com. So we're basically just going to be making a fake email just to use as a reference point for Zapier to find our contact. And the reason it's going to be unique is because it's the contact ID. So that's perfect. So I'm going to click save there. I'm going to go back to conversations. I'm going to text myself our keyword. It's going to show up in a couple seconds. Boom, there we go. Automated text message gets sent. And now what's going to happen inside Zapier, so I edit Zap. Continue, continue. And if I do find new records, we've got this new Zap, this new record here. I think it's record B. And if you look at email, contact ID at gmail.com. So now we've got this email that we've invented. So that's great. Everything else here looks good. Now, the only thing we got to update is over here, just add email under the email section. So you go over here and then you just find the email, wherever it is, here at the top. And now it's going to be able to match the response. So that's perfect. That's all we needed. And now this should be good to publish. So publish that. And what I'm going to do now is let's test out the bot. So I'm back in high level. And now this is all via Instagram, by the way. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm actually chatting to my bot here on Instagram. So it says, glad you're interested in automations. Are you looking to build your own? I'm going to say, yep. All right, so I said yes. And now we just wait. So what's going to happen is now in the back end, this yes is getting sent to Zapier and OpenAI. And boom, OpenAI sent back the response. Great, what kind of automations are you looking to build? I'm trying to automate my restaurant. So I just texted that on Instagram. Let's wait a couple seconds. I'd say like under 30 seconds is a good response time, but it really varies. I like the unpredictability because it does seem a little bit more human, which is pretty good. You don't want it to respond immediately because then it's kind of clear it's a bot. But there, it's following our instructions just as we said. That's fantastic. Automating your restaurant can help streamline operations. I recommend joining our school. And then it actually gave the link to my school. So it's basically just following the instructions that we gave it, and you can give it any instructions you want to achieve any sort of outcome, to follow any instructions. And then if I click my school link, boom, shameless little plug here done by my AI bot. But basically, yeah, that's how you build the Instagram bot. This is a very basic example, but I basically give you all the infrastructure that you need anyway inside the automation snapshot, which you can actually access here inside the school. So I built this school a little over a week ago. We have over 250 members. It's growing like crazy, lots of engagement, everybody introducing themselves every day, which is really cool. If you head over to the classroom and then you go to the resource vault, so I have all these modules for you. They're full of videos and guides, information about my clients, automations, and then the resource vault. So within the resource vault, I actually have my automation inventory. And then within here, you can get my AI bots as snapshots. You just go to that Excel and then you get access to them. So come join the school. The invite's in the description of this video, or if you're watching this inside the classroom, then you have everything you need already inside here. So no worries there. But this is a really cool Instagram bot. You can play around with this, especially if you have any issues with text messages in whatever country you are. This is a great way to be testing out your bots and just texting back and forth. This can be done on Facebook and other platforms as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. But this is a really cool bot. All right, take care.